Hi, welcome back to sallyhughesbeauty.com. I'm still with Sir John, who turns out is the nicest man in the world. So if you are coming straight to this episode, you need to go back. You've missed one. We had a really nice chat in episode 1 about Beyonce, so you don't want to miss that. But now I want to see the stash.
Yes.
What do we have? So how much do you travel with, by the way?
God.
Do you have tons of luggage?
I do. I have one massive suitcase, and then, I have a lot of brushes. So brushes are like, I have a lot of brushes. And some of the brushes I've had since I was 18. So they've actually, I mean, if they could talk, they would tell a massive story. You know? But so I have some of my favorite things with me.
I love that though, because I have, sorry to go off on one, but I have a shoe mirror brush that I saved up for when I was 15.
Are you serious?
Yeah, in Harvey Nichols. I saved, it was so expensive. It was like £12 or something.
That's expensive.
At that time it was, and I still have it, and I'll never throw it away because it meant so much to me.
Right.
And apparently, Troy Surratt was telling me that Kevin Aucoin had an eye brush that he shoplifted from a pharmacy that was like that was $2 or something, and he stole it from a pharmacy when he was a kid.
And he kept it.
And he continued to use it. And Elizabeth Taylor used to try and take it because she thought if she had that brush, she could do her eyes the way Kevin did them.
Oh my God.
And she would take it, and then Kevin would just steal it back from her every time.
That's a story.
It's a good story,
That's
right?
a story.
Troy told me that recently.
Thank
you, Troy Surratt, for that excellent story. Anyway, so you've got loads of brushes, which we're going to look at in a sec. So what do we have here?
So what we have here, I don't know where to start. Where do we want to start? What looks interesting to you?
Well, I love perfume, so talk me through your scents.
Okay. So yes, I'm a guy, but I love being a guy, but I love rose fragrance. I smell like roses every day. My home smells like roses. So let's start here, okay? Cool.
But men in women's fragrances and women in men's fragrances are sexy, I think, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's the contrast.
Confident.
But this is the thing, and I'm not trying to get too deep, but there should always be a slight mental transvestism, and just in a sense, like, being some of the most successful women are in finance or know the psychology of men who work on, in marketing. And listen, I'm a guy, but I believe I have a little mental transvestism as well. So it's okay to like some of the things from the opposite sex. That contrast is sexy.
Yeah. Because you can't be a balanced person without something from another gender in you,
Absolutely right? It's called The Dandy.
Yeah.
You ever read the book by Robert Greene, The Art of Seduction?
No, I haven't.
48 Laws of Power?
No.
Yeah? Okay, it's such a good book, but that's a whole other subject.
So you're a dandy? Do you think you're a dandy?
I'm one of that, but those are one of my characteristics. Okay, cool. So here we go. So this right here is, it's a lotion, and this is you want to layer your fragrances, guys. And it starts in the shower, actually, but this is a great topper, and it just smells like...
You're a Diptyque fan?
I'm a Diptyque fan, and I came into the brand by this rose, and it's not even for your, this one they sell for the home, and I use it on my body. B is a huge, every person I spray this on is like, what is that? And this is the test. If I spray this on you and you don't like it, you're not my people.
Yeah, I hear that.
All right, cool. So we have that. And then I'd love to go into this right here. So I'm going to spray this on myself because you may know.
Do it.
This is Penhaligons Duchess Rose. And this is what I'm wearing now.
That's so nice.
Yeah, it's just
that
a softer
suits you.
version
Come
of
back.
It's
suits
a
you.
softer version of rose. You see I have none left. And,
so that's Penhaligons.
Penhaligon.
Love Penhaligons.
And I got that one in Paris, and this is Red Roses by
And do you have
Someone.
roses around the house? Do you like the smell of fresh flowers too?
I do, but in the house I go for like peonies or like something else like orchids, or I even do the white what do they call it? The branches, the ones, the Japanese branches. Do you know what I mean? They're called the
cherry blossoms.
Cherry blossoms, yeah.
So Red Roses by Jo Malone is such an iconic smell, but to me it just smells exactly like fresh red roses. It's so clever.
It's clever, but also this is one of the things you have to always mix and layer your fragrance so no one else has it. So make it a little muskier, like do a little, I'm not sure if you guys have you ever heard of Egyptian musk, the oil? Yeah, it's old school, right? 80s old school. And it smells like, you're gonna smell like a drug dealer, yes. But it's really nice to put red roses on top of it. All right, cool, so moving away from roses.
So you like to layer?
And we have this one, New Look by Dior. Love that.
Can I put some on?
Yes, please do. Oh, you like that?
Yeah, I have this one.
Yeah, it's good. And you know Amber Nui?
So
Amber Nui, I don't have it with me. I layer those two together. So going
that goes nicely with rose. Do you layer that with the rose as well?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Okay, so we're gonna go into Color Shield. Let's break out this baby.
Okay.
So this is the one that, I don't wanna say I made it famous, but it became famous after Coachella, okay?
Okay.
And so this is like, I was looking for something for the body that would not transfer off, and he's doing like 2 hours of cardio on stage, and it worked. And so during Coachella, I sprayed the body on the run tour, and it was just something that it would just give her beautiful luminous skin from head to toe.
So this is to make limbs glow and glisten, right? To
Absolutely.
make limbs look beautiful.
Yeah, this is Ivory. So you have a black jacket on, so I don't want to do it now, but this is one of those things where if you spray this on, you can actually sleep in white sheets and it won't move.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is good. This is a win.
Love that.
Something else I love is...
You can get this here, right?
Yeah, this is in London. This is in London. You can get it at allevan.com, Allevan Color Shield. And speaking of Allevan, let's go for this one too.
Okay.
So this is the Hyaluronic Airbrush Foundation. So this is sexy. I'm gonna tell you why this is good. This is a sheer veil of complexion, so it's buildable, but this is kind of skin you and I like, which is not, you're not inundated with the product. It looks like your skin. It just looks like a finishing, almost like you had a Facetune for a second, but you go on, you just spray it.
So would you wear this?
Would I wear it for TV? I don't know if I would wear this one specifically because...
But for hanging out?
Yeah, why not?
Like out for
why
dinner?
Not? For sure, I could. Yeah, totally. And then make it in my color.
Yeah.
Because I'm the same color, B and I are the same color. So what you want to do is you want to put your hair back into, like, so it doesn't get in your hair. I don't have any hair. I lost all my hair in the 90s. It's a thing. It's okay.
I mean, you're rocking it.
I like being bald, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just go on and it gives you a beautiful, beautiful complexion. And it's layerable. You can put cosmetics on top of it, like cream blush on top of it. You can put concealer on top. It's easy.
Okay, I need that. I'm getting that.
So I'm going to switch over to a little bit of skin. I'm kind of ADD, so we're going to go all over.
Do you look after your skin?
I do. I'm a skincare freak. I love skincare. And also I love my dermatologist too. So Dr. Dendy, she changed my life. Yeah.
What does she do?
What does she do? So I get a little bit of PRP, which is vampire facial. I may get the smallest, most conservative drop of filler every once in a while.
Where do you get it? It's good.
I just go a tiny bit underneath the eyes, just because I wanted to look like I had rest, you know? And so also when we work out, you know, sometimes we lose all the fat underneath our eyes.
You lose the
we're
volume.
Like lifting heavy. And so I looked in the mirror and I was like, damn, I look tired. I did the show. So, you know, I'm co-executive producer of American Beauty Star, season 2. And so Ashley Graham and I were doing season 2 and I just kept looking at the monitors like I look tired, even no matter how much sleep I got. So I went and got it fixed.
And do you work out a lot?
I do, often, yeah. When I have time. I travel.
Do you enjoy it?
I do, and I enjoy it. It's a release for me.
Nightmare.
Why?
I don't know, I'm scared of like being surrounded by beautiful people, knowing what they're doing, and me just sweating fat in the middle.
That's what you don't do. You do not go to a sexy gym. Do not go to a sexy gym.
This is some good
intel. I first moved to Los Angeles recently, like a year ago, and I first went, you know, I was in West Hollywood when I first moved there. I'm in Hancock Park now, and I was like, I went to Crunch and I felt like shit.
Yeah.
I was like, everyone was so perfect and everything was all like...
So you go to a down and dirty gym.
I go to an old man gym.
Yeah.
An old man gym is clean, it's nice.
Yeah.
But I'm the youngest,
You're
I'm the coolest
one.
thing in there. And that's how you should keep it.
I love
That's
that.
what you should do that for.
Yeah, okay, good.
All right, bam. So let's go to Marc Jacobs.
So Sunday Riley UFO. So are you
Yeah.
on the oily side?
So I'm so oily. You can fry an egg on my forehead by late breakfast, brunch. So I was not in the bandwagon of oils. I didn't believe in oils in terms of, because when you have oily skin, you're like, I can't put in oil. This is just gonna clog all my pores. But I used this one time, I had facial, and they use it, and the next morning my skin felt brighter and clearer. So it does decongest your pores. Like if you do TV or if you're just wearing a lot of makeup on your face every day, you want to decongest your pores. So this UFO oil for me is my jam. I do like it a lot.
Yeah.
I use it on my body as well. Like if you ever have like a little bit of acne on your arms or like, you know, whatever that looks like, definitely use whatever you're using on your face, bring it to the body.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you wear makeup every day?
No, not at all.
Nothing?
Not at all. For television, I do, for sure.
Sure.
But no, for going around, just chilling out, nah.
Do you have the expression busman's holiday in America? A busman's holiday, it's like, I don't know, if a carpenter had to clear up his own house and put some shelves up, that would be a busman's holiday. If a makeup artist had to put his makeup on, that would be a busman's holiday. Like, it's the last thing you want to do, basically, after doing it all day.
No, to be honest with you, I was one of those people where when I first started doing television, I was terrified of putting makeup on because I just felt like you could see it. You know, as women, you guys realize that your skin is so different that makeup it just adheres to your skin in a different way. But when you're a guy, makeup sits right on top of your face.
The whiskers get in the way.
Yeah, the whiskers, the beard, all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, no. So I just found a really good way to mattify the T-zone and just get rid of the areas that I don't want to see. Yeah.
So what else do we have?
What else we have here would be...
What's this? Revitalift?
Yes, so I love this. So this is the 1-2 punch. So this is, L'Oreal has Revitalift, and this is a vitamin C serum. So vitamin C is really great because it repairs, it restores your
Can't
skin.
live without it.
It increases collagen, so, and this goes really deep. However, whenever you pair a vitamin C serum with a hyaluronic acid moisturizer, it's the 1-2 punch of aging. Nothing is going to change the dermis or the texture of your skin like those two, I found.
I am all about the vitamin C and the hyaluronic acid.
Yeah, so you know about this.
Day. Yeah, that's my job.
Okay, cool. It's like the peanut butter and jelly of skincare, guys.
Yeah, it's got to be done.
Yeah. And so the cool thing is, the only bad thing about vitamin C is that it does make your skin slightly sun sensitive. So you want to make sure that you are using some kind of day sun factor if you can, or just dial back the vitamin C when it's really sunny.
And are you all about the prep when you're doing someone's makeup? Or do you like always take time to do the skincare first?
Absolutely. And not even just, can I be honest, not even just skincare. I have all of my girls, anybody who actually knows me, even my family, I have a holistic approach to just drinks and diet as well. So things that you take have nothing to do with cosmetics, nothing to do with skincare, really impact your overall regime as a whole.
Do you eat well?
I eat better than I used to, but like I still love a steak or a rib. I hate to say that, but I make sure like if I go drinking or whatever, even if I don't, I always do like celery juice is great. Like juice celery is great because it detoxifies your kidney.
I always feel like Americans don't drink like British people drink.
Well, you guys, it's a thing. I feel like we know you guys drink, right?
Yeah.
But no. In the US, they drink and they do a lot more. Trust me.
I feel like when I'm in New York, if I order like a second cocktail, people think I'm an alcoholic or something.
No, you gotta stop doing the second cocktail. Just go in for the double, babe.
Yeah,
just go in for the
okay,
double
that's
like
where I'm
we
going
do.
wrong.
Okay, cool.
That's
So,
where I'm going. Hard liquor, I need to lean in.
But back to this holistic approach. In the 90s, some people had so much more acne than they have now. It's because they didn't pay attention to their diet the way we do now.
Mm-hmm.
We're so concerned about GMOs and pesticides and artificial food that we pay so much strict attention to our regime and what we intake that by osmosis, we have better skin. So carrot juice is great for cell turnover, increases circulation. If you see your dark circles, ladies, or gents, all that is sluggish circulation, and vitamin K is great for that. So kale juice is great for dark circles.
So you try and get the good stuff in.
Yeah, you gotta get the good stuff in.
On the surface.
Gotta get the good stuff in.
So you have a relationship with Marc Jacobs. You have done makeup for Marc Jacobs. What do you think of the product line? You have some product here. What do we have? Yeah,
so I like the Marc Jacobs line. I do. I appreciate, out of all designer lines, I think that they've done it really well.
Yeah.
And this is a primer that just is coming out. I don't know if it's released yet.
I love a primer.
It's just going to be released. And this is really great. I find that this is a great one that does not clog your pores.
This is too matte for me.
This is too matte
for you?
I'm
so dry.
Because you love a glow.
I like a glow.
So would you ever do something like this with a really luminous, rich moisturizer?
Yeah, so I like Charlotte's primer. I use Hollywood Flawless Filter. I absolutely love it. But I'm dry as a bone, so this would be great if you're
so you
oily.
love oils.
I love oils, yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah, I'm like desiccated, dry, yeah.
All right, cool. So let's go on to this guy. So this is the All-Even Instant Perfector. And so this baby is great if you have a tattoo or you want to cover. If you want to cover a scar on your legs, maybe a birthmark or whatever that looks like, where you need a little bit more coverage.
Okay.
This is your jam. And so the one thing I love about it, it's easy to put into your makeup bag. And see how easy and massive, the coverage is massive. And then you tap it in. It's creamy too. Yeah. And guess what? When it dries, it's completely 100% waterproof.
Okay, so you're using this as like a real camouflage product.
Yeah, this is totally glamouflage. Glamouflage.
Glamouflage?
Glamouflage, yeah.
Perfect.
Wait a minute, did I coin a phrase? Did I coin a phrase just now?
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm giving it away to...
And you invented non-tour.
Non-tour, okay, cool. I like Sally, guys. Oh my God. All right, cool. So let's go on down to powder. So I have a thing and a theory about powder, right? And so I always say, I don't bake, I cook. And so what that means is that I don't believe in using that much powder on anyone ever. So I know there's a huge, massive trend to do like baking and putting a ton of powder here, waiting here. But if you're using pressed powder around your eyes to set your concealer, you're in a really bad place.
So what are you doing?
Only loose powder, because pressed powder is so heavy, it's heavy and dry. Anything heavy and dry is a recipe for disaster. It doesn't matter if you're 8 or 88, it's gonna weigh your eyes down. So you see how light that is? You see how it goes into the air and it doesn't drop? That's what you want to look for to lock your concealer.
So that's Makeup Forever.
Yeah, HD loose powder.
Is this your holy grail powder? Is this the one you use the most?
Any other powder on anyone. It doesn't matter if even deep complexions, this is the only one that does not flash back.
Are you telling me this goes on Beyonce's face?
100%.
Every time?
She's seen this bottle, she's held this bottle, this is her bottle. So yeah, for 100%. This
Shall I
is my
just
jam.
touch it? Just
Yes, go
because
for it.
then that basically means Beyonce and I are best friends. So
Give me
I'm
five,
just
give
going
me
to
five.
touch that
Don't let me
there.
five.
We're now technically married, so good. Okay.
And also, maybe, I think this is really cool. This just came out and I love.
I love that. See, I'm not allowed to talk about that, but I think
Why?
I am now as of today.
Okay,
That's
cool.
the Glossier Iron Lip, isn't
Yeah,
it?
this is-
I've had it all week, but I haven't been allowed to talk about it.
I've been using this all week too. So you know the skin on your eyes and the skin on your lips is so thin it's almost transparent. So, I see so many people who are just weighing, putting so much heavy stuff on their eyes and their lips, but this is really good. I love it because it moisturizes the lips, but it's also really good plumping agent around the eyes.
I just think it's a really handy thing to have in your bag,
Yeah.
like at 4 o'clock when you're just feeling a bit dry, to pat it round and get some
Absolutely
glow
right.
back.
And also it plumps, it's like plumping. So it really goes in there and makes your eyes not as like, your concealer is gonna go on a bit smoother.
Yeah, no,
Also-
I like it too, and I haven't been the biggest fan of Glossier skincare in the
Yeah.
past, but I think it's lovely, that product.
One
Very
thing-
pleased with that.
One thing you have to realize that, for example, I always used to do eye cream on because I love matte lipsticks. And so matte lips, if you put a balm on, it's going to change the texture. So
Yeah.
eye cream on the lips always is a really great way to
To
hydrate.
keep that matteness.
Yeah.
Love that. What else do we have from
where are
Sunday
we
at the
now?
back?
Sunday in the back, we have this baby right here. So this is the high dose retinol serum. So I want to give you a little bit of, this. You can't go into retinol too heavy in this
Yeah.
season. This is sun season. We're going to get more sun. It's only going to get warmer. So you want to dial back on the chemical exfoliators. So ladies, dial back on the glycolic, dial back on the alpha hydroxy, the beta hydroxy, even the salicylic acid in your wash. You want to dial back on all those chemical exfoliators. So this is great for nighttime or PM, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't use this in the AM.
No, I would also
it
not use a
repairs.
retinol in the morning.
It repairs.
And do you retinol? This is your personal one?
I do, yeah, for sure. I do love a retinol. I have a suntan right now, a little bit of a sunburn. I know my dermatologist will not be happy about that, but
no,
I do like
you might
a
have
little,
to not tell
a
him.
little color. Her, yeah.
Her. So that's an IT Cosmetics brush by the looks of it.
It is.
Can we just quickly look at your brush stash because
Okay.
you have so many?
Well, this is
I think
like this
people
most
would like to
minimal
see.
version of
I
my.
like your little pared down brush kit for travel.
Yeah. So mind you, I didn't bring any makeup, but I brought a few brushes, a couple.
Just the essentials.
So mind you, I have 5 bags like this of brushes, and they're all in there. I just don't know where to start.
But how do you find them when they're
So-
in that cube?
So they're never here. So what I do, or one of my assistants will go in and set up these little cubes I have, and so it's always smallest to largest. So eye brushes, eyebrows,
Okay.
blush, everything has a place, and I go for them. I know, even if I can have 700 brushes, but I know each brush does something different.
Okay, so I'm saying to you one day, I'm like, so John, you can only have one brush and you have to do a face with it. Which brush are you going to pick?
Oh man, one brush. Can I do 2?
You can have 2.
Okay, cool. So if I can have 2 brushes, guys, this would be it, and I'll tell you why. And ladies, this would be a great brush indicator at home. And so I'll tell you now. So what I like to do, actually I made this for Woolworths, but so this is a flat brush. You see how flat and short this is? A dense, short brush is going to be a great packer. So when you're actually first applying your shadow,
For laying
shimmer
down.
shadow or something like that, you want to lay it down, but you want to make sure you have minimal fallout. So you never use a fluffy brush to deposit your color. So after you deposit your color, you take something like this, which has no color on it, keep it void of color, and blend, just wash. Yeah.
So you're using a short flat brush to lay down and then you're always blending out with a clean fluffy brush.
Absolutely.
That's where everybody gets it wrong, I think.
Yeah.
It's all about the blend, right?
Absolutely, it's all about the blend, and also just making sure that you use a base for your shadow. So always use an eye kohl. So I use a pencil first and smudge it, make sure it blends really well, and then I'll pack shadow on top of it.
To
and
grip.
It makes the eyeshadow so much more impactful. Like if you have a beautiful shimmery shadow, and when you put it on, and for example, I see so many people who use these light, medium, or dark primers, and those are what you don't want to use because they take all the texture and color away from your shadow.
So what's your favourite to lay down the grease before you pack on the powder?
Oh, I just use kohls. So I'll use a kohl, even if I'm doing the most easy day eye, I'll take a soft
But
khaki
smudge it
brown
out.
and smudge it out just to nothingness, and then wash a shadow on top of it, and it just gives it something to grab onto.
I like matte groundwork paint
Yeah.
pot, that's my favourite.
Oh yeah,
Love that one.
yeah.
I don't want to miss out the basin. Tell me what's on your basin.
Okay, cool. So we have this guy here, this is a facial wash. So I love Murad. I think it's really good. Sometimes I suffer from acne, so this is a great, just refreshing cleanser, and this is also good for your people who are becoming more mature. I don't like to say old. And sometimes we also get acne as we become more mature. So there's a fine balance. So this helps me out.
Are you a bather or a showerer?
I'm a showerer. I think I'm a shower.
So does this go into the shower with you?
It does go into the shower with me. I guess that's a good question. Am I a bather or a shower? Okay, cool. So we have that. So I travel often, as you possibly know. And so this right here is Deep Sleep by This Works. And this really does give you deep sleep. So like I spray this on my pillows and it knocks me out. And it doesn't matter how bad the jet lag is. Like for example, I just flew here from LA. I flew from LA to Cape Town. And directly, even though I'm there, sometimes I might pop a Benadryl allergy, but I'll get there with this.
So what do you do when you get to a hotel? Are you like a TV on, room service on the way, burger and fries in bed, or are you just like go straight to sleep?
It depends on what time I get there, but I'm one of the people where, yeah, I do room service. TV, not so much.
No?
Yeah, I'm either on the computer, on the phone, or I try to get as much sleep as I possibly can, or go to the gym.
Good. Okay, Paula's Choice. Love Paula's Choice.
So Paula's Choice, that's a vitamin C, and this is a vitamin C booster, and it has a bit of hyaluronic as well. See, how do you say it?
Ferulic.
Ferulic. Tell me about Ferulic again.
So Ferulic goes really well with most actives. It's quite a benign partner for most things. So you can put it with retinol, you can put it with vitamin C, you can put it with hyaluronic. It plays quite nicely with others.
There you have it. See, I learned something new again, guys. These are some Muji cleansing swabs I have. I like to use cotton buds that have a bit of makeup remover.
Are you somebody who goes into Muji and just spends a fortune because you just need all of the stuff?
Honestly, I don't go in there because they don't have enough flavor for me. So my assistants usually go and bring them back. So I'm just like, I'm not a Muji fan, but I do like that they have these.
I hear you.
And
more rose fragrance.
This is rose oil. So rose oil is really reparative and restoring in terms of complexion. So once I shave, sometimes I get nicks and things like that from shaving. This always heals my face really well. And also it's great for a sunburn. And that's it.
And some Glossier lip balm.
Some lip balm. You always need a little balm to make your lips quite sexy. And then we have some fragrance.
If I said to you, okay, you've got to turn up to a shoot and you can have a makeup bag this big.
What would I do?
And you don't know who you're going to find when you get there?
Love it.
What are you taking?
Absolutely easy. So I'm going to do a moisturizer, a hydrating moisturizer, possibly Embryolisse. I'll do Taupe Matte Blush from MAC. Do you know? To sculpt.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what complexion you can use.
Nice.
So I can use it over the top of a deeper foundation. And also Black Track Fluid Line by MAC.
Great one.
Yeah. Coffee Eyeliner by MAC. Or lip liner as eyeliner. Also, I may use something like the Makeup Forever HD loose. And I think that would be it.
So you do skin and eyes and then worry about the rest with whatever you had left over.
As long as I can carve out someone's eyes and make them look deeper, as long as I can sculpt someone's cheek and sculpt their jawline, I'm in a good place.
What are you going to do next?
What am I going to do next?
Because it's exploded for you, so you must have so much opportunity now.
I don't know if I can talk about what I'm going to do next on, when does this come out?
Well, you can hint.
So
couple of weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks. So I'm going to say we're going to leave that for the B side of this album. Okay? I'm going to tell you, but I'm going to hopefully that I'm Sir John Official on Instagram. And do they follow you on Instagram? I'm sure they do, right?
Yeah, I guess if they're watching, they do.
So if you are following either one of us, in a couple of weeks, I'll have a huge, massive announcement. It's game changer.
Okay. What do you want to do in the future then, without giving too much away? Where do you see Sir John in a few years' time?
So I like television in a sense where I don't necessarily like being in front of the camera, but I want to produce a show that has something to do. I don't want to give too much away, but I'm working with Netflix on a show. Also, I love hospitality, so I want to go into hotels and spirits and things like that. I think it's a lifestyle. Like when you create an environment for women, it doesn't just, or people in general, it doesn't just start and stop in the face, but it's like, what scents they experience when they come into your space. What is the home like? What are all these contrasting elements from, like, even if you came to my home, it's an experience. Like I did something with Elle Decor last year, and I just love having people over. I love furniture. I designed my sofa. It was based off of the Richard Burton Bulgari suite that he gifted Elizabeth Taylor. So I have this massive emerald green sofa.
I love that you love Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah, she was,
So of every face that has ever existed that you haven't worked on, is her face the one that you would have loved to have worked on?
I have like the top 4 or 5. So they're no longer with us. They're all like gone. But because the women who are here now, I've actually been blessed enough to meet them all. But I think that I'm so inspired by the women who were before them. And like Elizabeth Taylor was my grandmother's favorite. I love Eartha Kitt,
Yeah, amazing face.
Josephine Baker would have been great to be her makeup artist. Someone like Marlene Dietrich, who introduced that brow for the first time, who literally showed us how to set lighting for cinema. And then going back to like someone like Nefertiti or Cleopatra. Yeah.
So you like quite odd faces then, as well as beautiful, because if you look at Josephine Baker and Marlene Dietrich, quite strange faces, beautiful, gorgeous, but unusual.
But one thing that's, if you think about all these women, if you had to line them all up, I love powerful women. I love women who have masculine psychology.
Yeah. Well, you're a powerful man, and you're such a nice man. I'm
Thank
so
you.
pleased that we did this.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Oh,
thank you. Thank you so much to Sir John. We are going to put the product credits below, so if you don't know where to get something, it should be below this video. Thanks so much for watching. Back soon with somebody else in the bathroom. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This
Bye.
is fun.